Life.
What is up? We are officially live. Officially live. Podcast number two.
Number two,
Number two, and we got a special
Ooh,
guest. We still have
special
a
guest.
name for
where?
this podcast. First, we don't.
Where?
We need help with
Alan,
names.
give us a name.
Yeah, yeah. we tried.
I'm not good with names.
We had
Uh,
a
Names that
whole
come up,
thing.
like people are like, huh? What does
Uh,
it mean?
Today we got our
but
special guest, Mr. Allen. People know him as Good Bar. Talented photographer, awesome guy. Happy to have you. Um,
Not so special guest. What's up?
super special.
Super
Super.
special. That's why you're the first
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
Get out.
Super special. We had to
So,
make sure we had the guy.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
so
I'm
like, tell us about
really,
yourself. Like,
really happy to be a part of this. That was really cool of you. Thank you very much.
I'm
oh,
actually surprised you agreed. I figured I sent that
I,
message and you were like, "Here's Justin with
I
some crazy idea again." Uh,
I was like, me? Wow.
you should have
Yeah.
saw the message
why?
I got back from Dave. Dave was hilarious when it came to getting trying to get him on the pod. But yeah, tell us about you.
Coming on? Dave's
Yeah,
coming
tell us
on?
about
Yeah,
yourself.
Dave will be on sometime soon. We got to figure out dates, but
Oh, cool.
he'll be here. Tell
Which I want to
us,
know about.
where you from? Where
Yeah, just like the intro. Like, what's your
basics?
Okay.
intro?
Um, I'm from New York, from the U.S., from New York, born and raised in the Bronx. Um,
I love the Bronx.
Artists and musicians and teachers. I tried to check all those boxes as many as I can.
Think
You
you're doing a
know,
good job.
uh, uh, in Japan, first came here like damn, I'm old. Like 30, almost 30 years ago. Holy cow!
Right?
All right.
Jesus,
30 years.
almost. Jesus.
Holy crap! Yeah, you've been here the longest. Yeah, I think
Well, I haven't been here that whole
everybody
time.
now.
I left for a long period,
Mm.
and then I
Uh,
came back, and then back and forth,
You went
and
back to the states.
permanent 2009.
mm,
You went back to the states for a little bit, or just bouncing somewhere else?
Yep,
Back to the states.
back. Yep, back home.
So what originally brought you to Japan? What was like, oh, it's time to
yeah,
move to Japan.
right.
Mm, Well, back in the day, I was throwing parties in New York City, and I lived in the East Village, a neighborhood called Little Tokyo. New York City people know that's like Ninth Street between like First Avenue and Third Avenue. Was living over there. Was living on St. Mark's, and had a lot of Japanese friends. Had a Japanese girlfriend. Everyone kept telling me, you know, you should go to my country. You'll love it. People will love you there. You should go there. So my roommate went, and then like I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go. Before that, I was like, I'm not going anywhere. Like, I live in New York. Why I need to go anywhere?
Yeah.
But then like I did it. It was amazing. Tokyo was the bomb. First
Yeah.
time I saw Korea, it was just like,
Yeah, it was mind blowing. I was like, this
holy.
is where they did Tokyo Drift. Like, what?
Right,
This is
right.
the scene.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Fucking Shibuya crossing.
Mm-hmm.
it was crazy. I remember my first night, I got lost in Shibuya.
Oh
And I
shit.
was on, yeah. I don't know how to read Japanese. I don't know where the hell I am. I'm like,
Man, that's
poor
rough.
sense of direction. This place is
Man.
confusing. And like, I ran into a dude I know from New York, a dancer.
Mm.
He was he's in a breakdancing battle on the street with some
Oh
Japanese.
shit.
That's such a
And I was
crazy
like,
story.
it was crazy,
Uh,
like a movie, you know.
mm,
Nice.
So like, it was cool. I had like people there that who like hooked me into things, and got me all like connected with like cool
That's
people and
such a cool
doing cool
thing.
stuff.
Like I feel like
Mm.
Japan's the only place you can get lost and be okay. You
It was
Yeah.
it was wild,
Some
wild.
places.
Yeah,
But no, I fell in love. I fell in love with Japan. I fell in love with Tokyo.
yeah.
So I kept coming.
I like
Plus,
Tokyo,
like one,
but I'm loyal to Osaka. My loyalty's in
yeah,
Osaka and Nagoya.
We.
my first Japanese girlfriend who I was with in New York City, like she was from Osaka.
Yeah,
We.
it's a good place because you get a little bit of almost both worlds. You get a little bit of
Right.
party, but it's not too crazy like Tokyo is.
Right.
Right.
Tokyo's on a different level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're wild out there.
Yeah.
They are definitely
Mm.
It's
wild.
like wild. Yeah.
Yeah,
People are fucking crazy in Tokyo.
super
I-
super
mm.
crazy.
But
Um,
Tokyo is something. Tokyo is a little bit like New York. People that
mm,
are little, they can be a little interesting. I'll
yeah,
just say that.
that's very true.
you know,
it's very true.
So, what do you
but it's
say? Sorry to cut you off. What were you saying?
no, it's cool. It's all right. You
Yeah.
know,
Mm.
I like it better in Nagoya.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
What? Why'd you choose
For real.
Nagoya then, and not
I've
Tokyo?
never been.
Because when I moved here in 2009, I wanted to go someplace where I hadn't been.
Mm.
Mm,
So Nagoya
And
was that spot.
lived in Tokyo,
mm,
been to Osaka, been
mm,
everywhere else. I'd never been here, so I was
mm,
like, let's go there. It's right in the
mm.
middle too. Everything else is pretty easy to get to. Looks like
It's one of
in
those
the map.
hidden gems to me. That's what I look at Nagoya. It's like a hidden gem. Not too many people know about it. Um, it's not too crazy. It's definitely one of those hidden gems. And there's just a bunch of stuff to do, really, compared
Yeah,
to.
Is
it's a
there?
good amount to do.
Yeah.
I kind of equate like living here to like living in like the suburbs,
Mm,
and like New York or like outside of some big city.
mm,
You know what I mean? You can jump on a Shinkansen and you're Tokyo in like 90 minutes, or you're in Osaka in an hour.
mm.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like living in the suburbs. You driving in to the city, to have fun and or whatever you're doing. So
Right.
it's kind of like that.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. What do you say is like the biggest difference from here, compared to the states? Like, what is your biggest like? Oh, I love this here, but I don't like that here or in the states, or I love this in the
Well, I
states, but I
love
don't
the
like that
fact
here.
I love the fact that I don't have to worry about being shot. Like that's a huge
That's
win
so
Facts.
right
true.
there.
Facts.
Not even the police have
That's
guns.
facts.
Yeah.
That is
I mean, I
facts.
don't police. I don't worry. You don't worry about the police shooting you.
Mm.
You're black in New York, or anywhere in America. You're like, you know, this could be the day.
Yeah.
you know.
It's facts.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
I feel like in the states you always gotta look over your shoulder. You just never know. You always gotta be so
Never know.
aware
Never.
of what's going on
Yeah.
around you. Here, I'm like, you could walk shit faced drunk down the street at 3
You just
a.m.
sleep outside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You could fall asleep on the sidewalk. You'll wake up to bottles of water around you, like.
Yeah.
How
That's,
many times have we seen that? Like someone passed
Yeah.
out
and people
on the
just
street.
take care of you. They leave you alone. You don't gotta worry
Yeah.
about someone robbing you while you're drunk
Facts.
on
Up
on
with
the.
your wallet, pocket, shoes still on your feet. You
Exactly.
know.
Mhm.
That's what like the craziest thing when I came to Japan. I'm like, it's like you don't have to worry. You don't have to look over
Right.
your back every 2 seconds. Like now, I just mindlessly walk.
Hey.
You put me in the states, I'm looking over my back every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
No, that,
So it's definitely something that you just gotta be. Yeah, I think I love that the most about Japan.
What do you miss about America though?
food, my
Like
family,
what? Uh,
It's
like
fair.
what? What kind of food?
low prices. Well,
The
that's not so
prices.
true anymore. That's not so true anymore. Definitely like food and family.
Yeah, I do miss Chick Fil
Mhm.
A. I do
I'm
love
No,
Chick
I
Fil A.
surprised
mean
it's
like
not out here. Actually,
like
Chick Fil
real
A.
food, not Chick-fil-A.
I just love Chick Fil A. I'm loyal.
You're probably talking about like soul food, like
Thank you. Yes, home
My
cooked.
bad. You said
lean.
states and in my ass just thought about Chick Fil A. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well, maybe she
yams.
does.
Chick-fil-A.
I love
Yeah, I
It's
miss the yams.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick Fil A or Olive Garden. Loyal.
What else do I miss? Gumbo.
Gumbo.
Yeah.
I feel like they have
Wait, you
spots
don't know
out
what
here
gumbo?
for gumbo.
Say what?
I feel like they have spots out here for gumbo. No.
You
Nah,
know,
not.
there's this. I don't remember where it is or what the name of it was, but there's this one spot in Yokohama that, like, advertises itself as being like an authentic American style soul food restaurant. And I remember, like, before I got married, my then girlfriend
Mm.
like told me about it. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take you there. It's like, blah blah blah, like real soul food." I was like, "Yeah,
It's good.
whatever.
Yeah,
We can
yeah,
Real
go,
right.
but
soul
yeah,
food.
all right.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever, whatever." But we went, and the food was on point.
Yeah,
Oh,
Was on.
what was it?
I don't even remember.
Ah.
Yeah, the food, the vibe, everything was on point.
that's
Mm.
awesome. I think
So there are spots out here, but they're hard to find.
we got shocked by the fact that Japan had a better burger than I've had in the states. Um,
Oh yeah, but that's of course the meat's better out here. The
yeah.
meat's real.
You ever been to Critters Burgers, Alan?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I
Next time
stopped
you're in
eating meat.
Osaka. Makes sense.
I stopped eating meat.
I think.
Really?
Yep.
So you're vegetarian or like what? What is or
But I guess I hate labels, but I guess vegetarian. I eat fish still, but
so what
pork.
is that
Pescatarian?
vegan? Or is that vegan?
I thought
I
that's
don't know.
No,
pescatarian.
I
that's
forget
not
what it. I
vegan. Won't
forget
even
what it
touch
is.
cheese or eggs or any of that.
Mm.
Uh,
Milk. They don't mess with any of it. But yeah, I eat fish. That's it. But
mm,
no beef. No
Do you feel
no swamp.
different? Do you feel different eating like that? Like, do you
Um,
feel better?
feel better. I
Yeah.
do feel a little better. Yeah, definitely.
Mm,
Blood pressure's down. Everything's looking good
that's good.
under the hood. So that's good.
I don't
so
know. I don't know if I can give up chicken. I love chicken so much. Like they like, what do you want? Like, just give me chicken. I'll shut up and be happy.
right.
Chicken was hard.
I
I,
couldn't
I
do
ain't
it.
gonna lie.
I can't
Ain't
do
gonna
it.
lie. Chicken was hard.
Or steak.
Nah,
I
man, I'm
love
not giving up
chicken
meat.
and steak. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't do it. I
I'm not
can't.
giving up meat,
I can't.
man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I couldn't do it.
You're better than
But I
both of us.
respect, I respect, yeah,
Yeah,
people that can have that kind of
you gotta
self
have
control.
strong will.
Yeah, I
Mm,
just don't have the self control.
Uh,
especially here.
Yeah,
everything is meat.
yeah.
They throw
Thai
meat in
food,
everything.
like you would have to give up, like yeah, chicken. Come on, man. Mm-mm, mm-mm,
It
mm-mm.
was hard.
I'd be
Couldn't
like,
A
can
do it.
lot.
I can I do
Hard.
vegetarian but like still eat chicken? Like,
Nah.
I just
I'm,
I
Can I
like
I'm not.
kind of be in the club?
I'm not really one because I eat fish, but
Mm,
I'm not trying to call myself vegetarian.
yeah, that's true.
You know.
Just
got you.
healthier eats. Nothing wrong with that.
Mm.
Well, I'm trying to get into photography talk,
Yeah,
if we can.
yeah.
Yeah,
He got a
Bring,
million questions on photography. Yeah,
bring
let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
just
We
because, like, yeah, you, especially from the event that we had, you just had like instant knowledge on whatever question I had, and yeah, like it was just like impressive. I was just like, yo, I got to pick his brain.
anytime
Like
I
when
get a question,
you,
I'm running to text Alan.
yeah, as soon as you, yeah, as soon as you, like for example, when I had that when I said that I didn't know how I'm getting these shots, and you were like, yeah, it's because you had the shutter speed like over 200. I was like, oh, oh, that's true. That would make that makes sense actually. I was like, okay, now I want to crank it higher to see because if I can anticipate, like, I can't wait to the next shoot. Yeah, if I can anticipate a flash, then I might be able to just make that like recreate that a lot. But
That
anyways,
one picture, right? That when I hit
yeah,
the
the ones with
flash
the
and then you
line,
caught it.
yeah, the one with the lines in it, like going down. Who was that model's face?
Uh,
I forget.
Katrina.
Katrina.
Katrina
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome shot. It was really
Right.
creative how that happened.
did a know, same shutter speed.
Mm, 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 mm.
It's
Same
gonna
shutter
happen like
speed.
that every time.
especially if you get
Got
It's
it.
because the
is
shutter
the sh-
curtain is not strobe.
Say again.
It's because the shutter curtain is not in sync with the strobe.
Yeah. And then it's yeah, and then also too, yeah, I couldn't get that the what do you call it? That remote to work either because mine was my camera was a Sony, right? Because we had tried it too, right?
you got to use that attachment that Alan told me to
Sony's
get.
are
Yeah, what was that?
Sony.
The Folsy trigger.
Well,
That
but
that
yeah, let's
thing's
get into it. How long have you been doing photography?
Now you really want me to date myself? Jesus Christ! To hell with it. Since the '80s,
Oi,
what made you pick up the camera?
oi.
What was like? I like
my
this.
my biological father was an artist,
Uh,
Um,
and he was
like painter kind of artist.
like he did everything.
Mm.
Like he literally did everything, including photography,
Wow,
mm,
that's
painting, illustration, sculpture, you know,
damn.
architecture. He did everything. So that was it. That's when.
picked up. So you picked up the camera in the '80s.
Yeah.
It
So, well, like, what
was
was your first camera?
That I owned, my first camera
Yeah.
was a Rolleiflex
A what?
TLR. Rolleiflex TLR.
Raleigh Flex. Hold on, I got
Yeah,
that.
one of the old boxes. It's like a rectangle. You look down through it. Viewing lens, taking lens,
Oh
two
shit.
lenses in the front.
mm.
Raleigh.
Gotta pull it up for the this thing.
Yeah. Yep.
Whoa.
First camera, medium format.
Mm. Do you still have this
First camera
camera?
that
What camera were you using? I've seen this. Or does what's her name?
I mean, it's the world famous camera. I mean, back in the day, you know, Gordon Parks, everybody, literally everybody used one. You know,
I would love to do.
from street
It's
from
film, right?
street photography to like portraits to you
Yeah, it's
know
film.
Mm,
advertise. Everybody used one.
mm.
Way 50s and 60s. You know,
Do you prefer film or digital?
I prefer I prefer the look of film.
Uh,
Um, you gotta love digital for how easy it is.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, I mean,
Yeah,
you shoot
'cause-
film for like 20 years. You pick up a digital camera, like, damn, this is easy.
yeah.
Right, right.
It's like,
Yeah, because you
That's
gotta
why I
you
you
like
gotta do
know,
the
that.
temperatures. You check temperatures when you do it. You do all of that.
Right.
It's insane to me.
so,
Yeah.
Even with digital, Alan does temperature,
Yeah.
which is
what?
yeah.
Checking the light with my.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, sick work. That's
the,
awesome.
the skills translate.
Yeah.
I like taking
Yeah,
pictures and making them look like film.
I think everybody should shoot film.
I would like
If
to
you're a
learn it.
photographer, if you're a photographer, you should shoot film.
Yeah,
You
make them
should.
shots count, boy.
It will up your game
Mm.
so much.
What
You
is it
know
about that? Like film?
about
Yeah.
doing everything manually. Yeah.
Mm.
Instead of your digital camera doing it for you, you
Mm.
gotta, you gotta know how to do it on your own. First
Mm.
manually by yourself. You
It,
know, then everything your camera's doing will make more sense to you. Your digital camera.
do you
It'll all
say
make a whole.
is it more
You,
expensive to
You learn,
shoot film? It's more
huh?
of
expensive.
course, it
It's
must
more
be.
expensive,
Yeah.
right, to shoot film?
It must be. It must be.
Actually, it's actually the same. It works out to the
Really?
same.
Uh,
It does
it's just
because
like
a
the tool.
digital camera costs a lot more than a film camera.
Mm-hmm.
Digital
Right.
lenses cost more.
Mm-hmm.
You
Right.
know, you gotta buy SD cards. You know,
Right.
it's all the same.
I just
That's
I
what
that film process.
that too.
That film process though. I feel like I
It's
could shoot on film all day, but that film process. Yeah.
it, it's fun. That's the real fun. Developing your own film. That
Mhm.
is so much fun. So interesting.
Do you have?
I
You,
look. What is
you
that
really got
process
Yeah.
like?
What is that process like?
the
Yeah.
whole thing.
Do you have, like you have to have a dark
It's
room,
actually
Right.
red light, all that?
you know you have no you don't. You need
Really.
a film tent. You need a changing bag. I developed my film right here on the same table that my computer is sitting on.
What?
You know, I have a tank. I put the film in it inside of a changing bag. Take it out. I have all the chemicals set up. 5 beakers, and one by one, follow a timer. One by one, put them in. Shake when I gotta shake. Do what I gotta do, and pour it
Yeah.
out.
If
Going in
that
there, step by
image
step.
doesn't come out how you want it, is it that's it, or can you just
You
keep?
just don't know. Like that's the thing about it. Like you just don't know until it's dry. And then like
You,
you're like, oh, I fucked up somewhere.
I'm gonna shoot that down because if you have experience and you know what you're doing, as soon as you press the trigger, you know exactly what your image looks like.
Mm,
There's no guesswork. There's no ambiguity. You understand light. You understand what you're doing. You know exactly what it looks like.
Mm.
okay. That is very true.
Film is just
That's
intimidating, boy.
yeah.
Film is
That's
intimidating.
it is.
But I bet it does make you better in the long run. Because
Oh,
then
for
when you pick up
sure.
a digital, yeah,
Because then
mm-mm-mm.
and then it just gets easier from there once you knock that out.
Must be, yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it ever gets easy, but you do understand it a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
mean, that's the cool thing about photography. There's always some challenge, you know.
mm,
You're always going to push yourself,
Yeah.
you know,
right,
It's almost like you
to
always
try
got to
and
continue to be
right,
creative.
right.
yeah, yeah. It's I think that's true with anything in the arts.
Yeah,
You're always learning.
Yeah.
You're always
That's
improving,
that's what I love about it.
expanding.
got you. Yeah,
You
and
know,
it's fucking true.
Every time I go with someone like Alan or Joshua or even you, like I'm always learning. I love I love learning.
I'm
Mm.
every time I'm always learning. You know,
So that's actually a good question. That leads me into my next question. Like, who are like your biggest like influences?
biggest I would say all of my friends,
Mm,
anyone I shoot with. Because you learn things from everyone else.
mm, mm,
So we all have different perspectives, different points of view. You
right.
know, different ways of doing things. So you learn something every time you shoot with anyone. But I mean, as far as photographers, like professional photographers,
Or
people
like
that really like
style.
blow my mind, like
Mm.
Ben Formy,
Ben
Mario.
Foreman.
Yeah, I always post his work in the chat.
F
Mario
How do you spell his
Sorrenti,
O.
name?
Craig,
F O
Gordon
R
Parks, Fourmi.
Fourmi.
I, yep.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
Hmm. Like he's a huge influence.
Mm-hmm.
Craig Fleming, definitely a huge influence. Um,
Wow.
Yeah, those are insane.
what's that?
Wow.
we're looking at the pictures. Actually,
This guy's insane.
yeah.
Um, David Urbanki,
You said
he's
David.
another influence. Um, all my friends too. You know.
Mm.
Yeah, that is pretty
Ah,
dope. Definitely
um,
creative. Yeah,
Yeah, Mario Sorrenti is amazing.
he
David Urbanke is amazing. You know.
yeah. Oh, oh, I see. I see. I've seen him.
Yeah, David Fancher, amazing.
jeez.
Craig
Wow.
Fleming, portraits, black and white, film, digital, amazing. Um,
Would you rather shoot black and white or color?
I like both. You know, I really do. I like color when I do street and ICM. I know everybody loves shooting ICM, black and white, or using motion and blur and stuff with black and white. But I like using color with it. That's what I really like doing. You know.
I like the your style of lighting, like that day at the shoot that we did.
Oh yeah, I was just that day. I kind of felt like doing stuff a little more dramatic. You know.
Yeah, that white background, that was crazy. And then you could switch out the shadows of the gobo. And I was like,
Oh, with the flags. Also, I love using the flags.
yeah,
You know, on the front
right,
lights, like kind of like cut the light off and shape the light a little bit with flags.
right,
But
right.
that's
Hmm.
doing stuff with light is a lot of fun.
That's what I need to
Yeah.
learn. I think Fox was telling me about some software that you can use to actually practice lighting.
Oh,
Um,
Blender.
just because
Oh yeah, yeah.
that's something I
Yeah.
kind of struggle in right now. I'm trying to learn it. But it's just so many
You want to learn
variations.
it? You got lights in your crib.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Invite someone up, have them sit in a chair, and just start moving lights on them.
That's what I did when I
Yeah,
first set up my home studio. I was like, "Yo, I'll shoot you
that,
for free. I just need to practice."
that's how you learn.
Yeah.
Or no one wants to come over. You know what you do? Buy a mannequin head
Mm.
on Amazon.
Ooh.
A mannequin head, and just like
Yeah.
prop it and see how the light falls. You
Hmm.
know,
Yeah.
make sure you get one that has like a nose. You know what I mean? So you can get
Shadow.
like
Damn, that's a cold
grand
idea.
light.
Yeah.
That's
You
actually a
know,
really good idea. I
Yeah.
might actually look at that just to make it easier. That way I don't gotta worry about having someone to agree or cancel. I got my mannequin head.
Yeah, I'm gonna
use
do that in my
I
Blender.
have this giant teddy bear that I use too.
You use a teddy bear?
The giant teddy bear.
That's sick.
Ooh,
The
does
one
he?
that I shot. The one that I shot Quincy with. The photo that I did with Quincy with the giant teddy bear. Like sometimes I use that teddy bear.
Yeah,
I do not remember that.
I'm about to look at it.
No, hold on a second. I'm scrolling. Ah, that one.
Oh,
Oh. Mm.
mhm. That's cold too.
Sometimes I'll throw him up on a chair
Just
and
practice that way.
put some light.
That's sick. That is sick.
You know.
So, so you came to Japan? You've been doing photography. How did you establish yourself as a photographer in Japan?
Did I establish myself as a
I
photographer in
I
Japan?
I, I think you did.
Really?
I think
Pretty
you
heavy.
did.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't say I established myself as a photographer in Japan, but if you mean like how did I started doing like all this stuff, like the events that we do and everything, and all that. Well, photography, like with me here in Japan, it was kind of like on and off. I would do it for a little while and then I'd stop, and I'd do it for a while and I'd stop. And, I was married for what, like 13 years? So had a kid, working a lot. So didn't always have time to do stuff. But the marriage started to like kind of go down, and I was just kind of like, screw it. I'm going to, you know, stop looking at these cameras sitting over here on the shelf, and go out and do something with them, just to like get out of the house so I wouldn't have to hear anyone blah, 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 blah,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So that's what I did. And, you know, then the pandemic hit, and I was like, well, I'm just going to go out and shoot
Yeah.
whenever I can. And like, I wasn't shooting really people. I was doing more like still life stuff,
Mm.
because no anybody on the streets,
Yeah.
Right.
you know, and hard to be a street photographer during a pandemic when ain't nobody out,
Yeah.
you
Right.
know. So I was doing a lot of still life stuff, and then when people started coming out again, then I started shooting streets. And one night, I was out around Nagoya Station, just taking long exposure stuff at night, with my big giant Pentax 6.7, on a tripod and looking through it and getting my shots and, you know, uh, trigger and everything. And then I just looked to my right, and there's this dude standing like a foot from me,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
like all up on the camera and everything. Like, I'm like, what? It's this black dude. I was
Yeah.
like, first, another black guy. Hey, you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and he was just like, I never seen a camera like that, blah blah blah. How long, how long you been here? You take pictures a lot, and he told me about Becky's photo walk group.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, cool. Yeah, I'll check it out. So, when there's a photo walk, let me know. So about, I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks later, he hit me up and said, there's a photo walk. And I went. Turns out one of my closest friends here was in Becky's photo group. Another guy I'd known, and he's the guy who really got me to like start doing photography again, because I had kind of stopped for a while. So it's like, wow, I guess this was where it's meant to be.
Meant to be. Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, we all started like hanging out. Used to be like me and Koga. You know Koga, right?
Yeah. 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 He got me. He made me get the fisheye.
Me,
Mm-hmm.
Koga, and our boy Raph used to be out there every Sunday.
Mm.
Doing street photography, walking around. We met so many other photographers. You know, out doing that, and then the posse got bigger and bigger. You know,
Yeah.
so we'd always like hang out. Like, Becky would do photo walks. We'd bring everybody. It was really cool. But then like she got sick,
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
and the photo walks came to an end.
Mm.
And so while she was sick, I just said, hey, why don't we just keep doing some stuff? So just called up some guys like one day and was like, it's cherry blossom season. I was like, let's go and to the park tomorrow and like, take some photos. End up being like 30 people there.
What?
you know? So, I was like, oh, okay. Everyone just kept telling their friends,
Yeah.
Mm.
and like me, Koga, and Raph, had met so many people. I knew all these like new photographers who weren't really in the photo walk group, so I guess that's just kind of how it that's how it kicked off. That was the first thing I did.
That's
And
cool.
then Joshua, invited me out to his place. He rented out a community center
Mm-hmm.
out where he lived. And me and him and Jiro and like Another guy, a couple of other guys like shot. Who was it? Who came out? Tess was there. A couple of other models were out there, and I was like, "Damn, this is really cool." I said, "Why don't we do this in the city?" Because we were all the way out in Miyoshi where Josh lives, and it's like an hour and a half out.
Mm,
You know, like we should do this in the city. So that's just kind of where the idea came from.
that's where
You know,
Good Room was made, huh?
that was like, why are
Good.
we doing this for photographers? We can rent a place in the city
Yeah.
and invite everybody. You know,
So how
let
many?
let everybody get some.
Yeah.
We're making it's like four of us. We're getting dope shots.
Uh,
You
Yeah.
know, it's like we brought my lights. Josh's like props and his ideas and the models and everything. And I was like, we can do this with the whole crew.
yeah.
And that's what we did. That was the first Good Room event.
Mm.
You know,
How many Good Rooms events total has there been? Because I know we did two together.
photo walks and everything, like five or so.
Five.
Yeah.
Five.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember. First one, we were talking about it last podcast. I don't know if you watched the whole thing when we were talking about it, but it was crazy. I fell in love with it as soon as I got to be a part of it. Because I knew there was a community for it, and then as soon as I saw it, I met you for the first time in person. You with 1,000 cameras on a table, and
How many cameras do you have?
Wasn't 1,000.
it was close.
No, it wasn't.
It was close.
No, but see, that's good. That's good. That's part of the plan. Like everybody, take that and get inspired by it and do things like that all over the place.
Yeah, and that's
Posse
what.
keeps,
Right.
Especially
gets
after
bigger and
Osaka.
bigger.
After
Right.
Osaka, we had a lot of new models, a lot of people that never even tried,
Right.
and they
Mm.
fell in love with it. I saw a couple of people like Mars and Wakoko. They've been shooting now. They've been doing little shoots with other people, which I think is super dope.
My God.
Beautiful,
So
beautiful.
I look back at it, I was like, this is actually sick that we got to bring these two amazing groups together and a bunch of new people, and they're still continuing to do it even after the shoot.
Right.
So I think that even makes me want to go
What
harder.
all about? That's what it's all about.
I know, and I truly I love it. I'm all for it, and we're still working on it. We're still working on number three, or number two of the Sky
Mm.
House collab.
Yeah, we gotta do this Golden Week thing. Yeah, we gotta
Mm.
actually, but the getting the place shouldn't be too bad. Like, we got
We've
fail
been
safes
looking
in
for it.
order.
Yeah, we're still looking. We're trying to. We want to do it outside. I know you bring the idea of an outside shoot, and I think we should
Mm.
definitely
Even if
switch
we
it up.
break it up, yeah, even if we break it up and do one inside, one outside,
Mm,
could be an idea too.
yeah, just to give that kind
But
of creativeness and switch it up.
for everybody listening or watching, you guys will see soon. You
Yeah,
guys will see soon.
I
Yes,
still got
yeah,
all the video footage I got to put together.
that too.
Kind of sucks. I wrecked my car.
Oh yeah, what
What?
happened? You did say that in the chat.
Blowout.
Oh man,
Blowout.
Damn. What
is
the?
I know. I was about to buy like Godot's AD 1200 Pro.
oh no.
Way.
Yeah, it's like, oh well, buying a car instead. I was gonna buy a 1200 Pro and a 8600 Pro.
Did it total your whole car at the block?
Oh yeah, it was like 500,000 yen worth of repairs.
Uh,
Buy another car for 500,000
yeah,
yen.
Right, that's a whole nother. Yeah.
It's like that's. It's like
Oof.
damn. I car.
you're gonna have to get a school bus. You can keep doing these big shoots.
Yeah, for real.
I need a car to get to work.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Oh
She get a
man.
high ace.
so yeah, it kind of messed me
Yeah,
up. But, oh well,
Hey, at
it's
least
like
you're okay, man.
I'm
That
okay. God will see
sucks.
me.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
nice. That you're
God will
good.
see me. It's all good.
That light will come soon. That light will come soon.
Damn.
Uh, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, yeah. So, how you didn't answer? How many cameras do you have in total?
Right now, I've got 6.
Six.
There's no way there was more than six on that table. Was
No, there
that?
was. It really was. There's 3 on the table. No, 4. 4 on the table.
Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit.
What's
I
your
had
what
the
are the
Polaroid. I had the Canon. I
uh
had a Nikon F3 and the Mamiya
Mamiya?
RZ67. RZ67.
Oh.
That's the that's a film, right? The Monia.
Hold on. It's sitting right next to me.
I think you showed me this when we went to go eat. No, that's what that one is.
Was it?
I don't know. I'll know once I see it, but I'm pretty sure because you had two cameras when we went to go shoot with Kyla. Oh no, you didn't have that one.
Damn, boy. Is that a film camera though?
Mm.
Oh yeah. 6x7 film. 6x7 image.
I
This
think.
this is my baby.
What was the smaller film camera? Let's
That
see.
was a Nikon F3.
Mm.
So what are you seeing on the end of that? Like since it's not digital,
You look through the lens and you see what you're looking at. But
it's
on this
like
particular camera, which is
uh,
is reversed. So you're looking at everything just like you would through a digital camera.
Hmm.
hmm.
Yeah. You're looking at what you're looking at.
Ah man, I gotta try it. I'm
Crazy.
itching to try to mess with
It
the
looks like
film.
a red camera.
Everybody should shoot film.
I know, I know.
Get your camera. Get your little Pentax K1000 for like 4,000 yen.
4,000 yen. It's not bad.
It's like
Yeah, that's not bad.
like
It's not
five
bad. I could do
yen.
4,000 yen.
Yeah.
They're like 5 or 5,000 yen. You know.
I don't even know where to develop. I'm ready to develop
Yeah,
And
these.
yeah, but
and
that's
put the
the. I'm at a weird issue right now because I got a video camera and I don't know how to get the one that I showed you when I went to Nagoya. I don't know how to get those videos. No idea. I'm
Cause you
struggling.
have micro SD, right?
No, it's a regular. It's an old
I
SD.
Oh,
I used to have a red Komodo.
what'd you do with it?
I sold it, bought
Oh,
a Hasselblad.
Jesus.
So we got
With
camera.
the hustle, what is it called? Yeah, the hustle bot or whatever you call it. That's a digital,
Yeah.
right?
No, it's film body, 500
Um,
cm, classic
um,
film body.
Huh.
yeah, I just got put on to that brand actually.
Hasselblad.
Mm.
I never heard of them.
Lindsay's got Lindsay's got a digital back on hers. So
What
dope.
does that? What does that do?
You can shoot it. You can shoot digital on the
Oh
camera.
shit!
Which switch back and forth from film to digital.
Yeah,
It's
that's
so crazy.
crazy. Yeah, that's
So
That's kind of
crazy.
crazy.
dope. That's kind of dope.
Yeah, that's
It's
crazy.
sick. Sick.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I
Even
that
well,
that's
I guess
my
this
dream when I had.
this kind of the same concept. Being able to switch back and forth to digital. It's not
What is that?
film. I don't know. I picked it up.
But does that is
It
does
goes
that count as
digital.
film?
No, I don't think
Shoot
so.
film or digital camera body.
Yeah.
There's only one that can do. Well, there's actually two that can do that.
Mm. Hustle block.
Hmm.
Also blood.
What is your dream setup?
Camera setup. Yeah, dream.
Well, I mean, I love the Mamiya RZ67. It's so versatile. But I do definitely regret selling my hustle. I really regret that.
Are they hard to find?
That.
But the camera, huh?
Are they hard to find?
What's
Wait,
huh?
what?
Are they? No, they're not.
Oh,
They just keep going up in price.
mm, that's what happens when
You
everyone
know,
starts
everything
finding
else.
out.
What's your favorite lens?
Um, I don't really have a favorite lens. I really don't.
Do you have a favorite like a focal length?
I really don't. I mean, it changes. I mean, right now, I really want to shoot wider. Before I was shooting wide, and then I really wanted to shoot like closer up. I wanted more telephoto, macro lenses, things like that. But now I want to go back. And
What lens are you thinking about for doing that? If you don't have it already.
well, I mean, with the film bodies, I have wide angle lenses, but I'm thinking about getting one for the Canon.
Mm.
I want a 28 or a 35 for the Canon.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking. I'm. I don't even know what my next lens I want. Like I feel like I got the basic.
Yeah,
Like
that's great. Like yeah. So what do you think you should get? Like somebody for like for example us who are like trying to learn, trying to like get better at it. What kind of lens should we go with like to like get us
50
up?
mil, 50
50
millimeter,
or 15?
50,
50,
50, 50,
near
50.
50, 50.
Uh
50. It's
50.
versatile.
I like them. I
Mm.
like my 50. It's not. They're not too expensive either. They're.
I don't even have one. I got a what is this one? Like a 24.
I gotta. I've been using my 24 by 105 a lot more lately.
Mm.
Uh, I got the 50 because I didn't think like I would use this so much, but I love this thing. It just allows me to zoom in close, zoom out. I've been just using it almost every shoot now. I haven't even touched the 50 in a while. It's been this and the fisheye. I love my fisheye. Um,
Fish eye's crazy. It makes me want to get one.
I love that thing. But I find myself like I used it a lot uh, when I first got it, but now I've really just been 24 by 105, which is
I was gonna get one last year for my Mamiya. My other RZ67 broke. It died. So instead of getting a fisheye lens, I ended up using that money to get another RZ67, which is this one.
Hmm.
This is the second one I've owned.
mm.
Damn.
Are they
How
known?
Yeah,
much do you
first one.
think?
I guess they're
It
older
just
lenses.
died. Huh?
Yeah, I was just gonna say like how to get messed up, but you said it just died. Um,
Yeah, just I mean, and 50-year-old camera is gonna go.
Yeah.
50 electronics are gonna die eventually.
oh yeah,
Right.
of
You
course,
know.
of course. I just
So
now I'm thinking, man. You got me thinking. Do we do the film? Do we do the film?
You could just shoot
I think
with that little instant joint you got.
It's a gift.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
I was
But
thinking about getting myself one just because it's like a little print to have, and it also does do digital. But we'll see what
but
happens. Um,
so what when you do go digital, like what software do you use?
for what do you mean?
Like for editing?
Retouching
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
I use the same for both, whether it's film or digital. I use Photoshop,
Oh,
Lightroom.
for this one.
What is your
Hmm.
favorite thing to use in those kind of softwares? Like, what is your
Favorite
go
thing to
to?
use. What do you like
I
usually
really,
do? Yeah.
I don't like to edit. I mean, I do sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, all right, let's change up the look here. Let's add a color grade. You know, I think that'll be cool. Sometimes, but I try. I usually don't color grade, color. Like changing colors and things like that. So I like to keep it simple. You know,
I've been trying to mess with it
wipe.
more. I think color grading.
Huh?
I feel
Mm?
like personally myself, like I didn't understand color grading, but I think now I'm trying to just mess with it more. Um, I honestly the most I've messed with it is I usually go like green mid tones and orange highlights. That's pretty much it. I'm scared.
Gotta get that green and teal joint.
Yeah.
I'm I am very old school. I try to get it the way I want it in camera.
Mm,
So when I want to add like colors and things like that, and make like drama and all that stuff, and teal orange, I use teal orange lights. You
Mm,
know,
mm.
that's true.
but that's
A lot more control.
I'd rather do it that way.
Mm,
You
Smarter.
mm,
Smart. Uh, yeah, because
you know,
definitely then you kind
like
of just
like we were
know.
doing, like we were doing, in your studio. You know,
yeah.
Yeah.
get the lighting right, get it right in camera.
Right.
You
Right.
Minimal edit.
And it's easy. You don't have to spend a lot of time in Lightroom and Photoshop. Then
Right.
it's just
I
white
find.
balance. Maybe dodge and burn a little bit. Or you know adjust the curve. You know what I mean? Bump the contrast or lower the contrast.
Hmm.
I actually, when I do portraits, I do use masks a lot.
Mm,
And what I'll do pretty often will be like, you know, take a bring the dehaze down a little bit, or bring down, the
Turn the diamond.
detailing a little bit,
right. Right.
you
Right.
know, rather than pump all that stuff up. I'm bringing it down a little bit to make the
Right.
skin look a little soft.
Softer. Right. Right. Right.
You know, I
Yeah.
like doing that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'll do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I I
Mm-hmm.
I think editing is
Oh,
one of the funnest parts of.
adjustment layers,
Go ahead.
adjustment layers, in
Right.
Photoshop, you know.
Right. 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 What are
I,
you saying?
I said I think when it's almost one of the funnest parts to me is when you go to editing because it's like
You
now
can
I get
play
to.
with people's face.
Yeah, you gotta really like you gotta have fun with it. You gotta mess around, you see what it comes out to. Um,
I don't know. Us old people, we ain't got time for all that.
I
We got
honestly
time.
when it comes to a lot of photos, like it's
Yeah.
not fun. It turns out to not fun. But when you got a couple that you really are excited about and you gotta just give those final touches to it,
Mm,
it's like it's rewarding.
yeah. Oh shit,
I'm more
chat.
Yeah,
excited
chat was not
Uh,
updating.
what up? What
I'm
up,
more excited when I
Temple?
do anything.
Say that again,
Say that
When it's
Alex.
again.
like, oh, perfect. I don't have to do anything. It's perfect. I don't have to adjust exposure. I don't do anything. It's just the way I wanted it. I love that's
Yeah,
my goal,
I guess that
you
is really
know?
rewarding too. You're like, this is a perfect picture that not even Photoshop can make better.
So when you're setting up your shot, what are like the boxes you tick off in your head that you're looking for?
I'm looking for how the shadows are falling.
Mm,
I'm looking at the roll off between the highlights and the shadows, and how
mm-hmm,
much detail I can shadows. You
mm-hmm,
know, um, Make sure the exposure's right on someone's skin, on their face. You know, that nothing's blown out. You know, um, that's the first thing. You know, mm,
Where do
thing
you,
I think I struggle with that I need more work on is posing.
mm,
Posing is hard.
posing
Yeah.
is stressful to me.
Posing is wild. Yeah.
That's ultimate stress.
Right. Right.
Cause
Right.
it's like
You want something, but you want it to not look posed. You know what I mean?
Right.
exactly, and then
And it's like,
it's really hard with newer models because sometimes it's hard because then you really got to explain it or almost show them, and I just do
Yeah.
it freaky poses, and it's like
I've been an ALT for like what, 13, 14 years. And like our company, like, we had a motto: don't explain, demonstrate.
mm,
You know, and I use that with models. I'll do the pose. I'll show them what I want them to do. You know,
So how do you learn that? You just like at home just practicing in the mirror the poses.
um,
Being sexy in the mirror.
Yeah, you looking sexy in the mirror, Alan.
there's no way to make all of this look sexy. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. It can't happen. That's a lost cause. So I don't even try that. I look at what they're doing, and mirror me, and I'll see what looks good with them.
Yeah. I
Okay.
gotta watch how I gotta watch my bedside manner when it comes to stuff like that because I'll like just say stuff to them
Yeah,
like I told
say crazy
Mars
stuff.
yeah like I told Mars and Wakako to I was like just unlock your jaw kind of shit just because like they had this they had this like kind of angry look and I was just like yo like relax like relax like yeah
Every photographer
stuff like
deserves
that.
to do modeling
Yeah,
photos.
posing is yeah,
No,
that's
I agree.
rough.
Uh,
That's rough.
Ruben
Get
in the
people to
chat.
loosen up. Like, the way I get models to loosen up is I just start acting a fool, start
Yeah,
cracking
I
jokes.
feel like especially you just gotta once someone gets comfortable with you, I think everything flows. I think
Right.
the hardest part of the shoot is the initial probably first 20 minutes at least.
Right.
uh,
Right.
Definitely the initial 20 minutes is the hardest. But I think once you kind of like just start talking with that person and you kind of get to know them and you're like, okay, let's try this, let's try that. And then they get in the flow, you get in the flow, and it just comes together.
Right.
Conversation, jokes, music.
Music is the biggest one. I'm like, here, play whatever you want. I just want you to be happy. Um,
Mm.
Blame my or our event music on Tony.
was
I
it
think it
Tony?
was
I thought I put
I
a
think it
playlist.
was
I thought I put a playlist and walked away.
The trap fest.
Hey,
yeah. I
yeah,
just gave him my phone. I was just like, "Yo, just put on something," and it was just that all. Nah, I didn't even really hear it to be honest. It just
yeah.
like
I didn't notice it either until
yeah.
we wrapped up, and I was like, next time we need a playlist. I've never heard so much rap music in my life.
Non-stop. Not even rap, just trap music. It was
Yeah.
all trap.
Yeah, trap.
Like, they are trying to torment their aunties and uncles here. They're just trying to kill us, make us go running back to Nagoya.
Everyone had a good time though. We definitely got to create a playlist and mix it up.
It was fun. It was fun.
But yeah, we need a better playlist.
Yeah,
It was a lot of fun.
it was a blast. I had so much fun.
Yeah, Tibble Zen says, laugh out loud. I need to pull up and just DJ. Yeah,
Hey,
that's my guy in Tokyo.
do
Yeah,
it. Got to.
yeah, we should.
We should
Hey,
have
yo,
a live DJ.
yeah, for Golden Week, that'd be kind of crazy. Yeah, hey, we'll have to talk about that. That might be
I
a thing.
Yeah, imagine
I
it
love
turned
We-
into a
Yeah,
party.
yeah, but it's
I
just
think it'd be
we
good though.
high
Like
class. Yeah, it's a higher class photo shoot. We'll just
We could definitely do that. Start a
be like a
Spotify
high
jam.
fashion. We were thinking about having a runway.
It's like the most. Yeah. And we threw crazy ideas out. I think there's been crazy ideas of even like possibly a model show or just something to to make it exciting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Tibalazin says that's fairly what did he say? That's fairly normal actually. Oh, is it normal?
To have a DJ?
Yeah, to have a DJ at a photo shoot.
These are like
Ruben says
Mm.
start a Spotify jam, Jukebox 5, everybody connects. That's actually a good idea too. Just like have something that everybody can send in songs.
yeah,
Mm.
that'd be good actually. That's probably.
Yeah,
I mean, if we get a DJ, why not? But
yeah,
if worse comes to worse, like yeah, that's definitely a good idea. That way, everyone was like, okay, I know my favorite song's coming up.
right,
I better
right,
get
right.
in get into my jam.
Or when you hear it and like you're already in modeling, it's gonna put you in the zone,
Yeah,
or it should put them in the zone.
definitely lock them in. So we got.
Tibalazin says, well, if it's like some brand thing, maybe not just a group meetup. Uh,
mm,
but
I'm not seeing the chats. It's weird. I maybe have to have two separate ones to see your chat as well.
I know I can see yours. I don't worry, I get the comments.
Okay, cool. All
Yeah.
right, so we got gear. We got your arsenal. Um, how you met, how Good Room started. Uh, what else? We have a lot.
What's been some invaluable information you've gotten from other photographers?
Oh gosh, I get like all the time,
Uh,
all the time. Um, my two, actually, my three, four friends back in New York. They're in the good room chat. They are like the greatest source of like info and like tips and things. Aaron, Jesse, Cheyenne, and my man Yusef. They're the ones who like give me like really good advice. And yeah, like all sorts of things. They're the people I go running to when I got questions, or when they're saying something in the chat, I'm like writing down notes. Especially Aaron. I
Hmm.
mean, for like 30 years.
yeah.
You know, I remember like during the pandemic when I was really like, all right, I really want to be more consistent with my photography and not just pick it up, drop it, pick up, drop it. Like I want to be in it. He was the one who like always gave me like good advice online. You know, he's the one who told me to buy an RZ67 when I was thinking about getting an RB67. He's like, no, get the money RZ67. You will thank me later, and I did. I was like, man, this camera's fine.
You were right.
You were right, as always. You know,
Mhm,
yeah, them's my people.
mhm.
They're the ones who like are really the most on point people I know. You know, with
what's
this whole photography thing.
what's the best advice you've received that's always stuck with you when it comes to photography?
The best, mm, just that like who said it? Just that inspiration can come from all sorts of things around you. You know, keep that antenna up.
Yeah,
Inspiration come from music, come from like anything, anything around you. Could give you an idea, or make you see something a little differently, or try something new.
yeah.
You know,
That think that's like the biggest when I am like, oh, to try something new is when I'm just shooting with someone different. I like when I came
Right.
into Nagoya and I shot with you, and then at that night I shot with Joshua and Jiro. They were just teaching me crazy things. I saw Jiro just taking pictures
Yeah.
of people and moving cars, and they were frozen, and everything else was moving. I was like, yo, what is going on? What is going on
Oh,
right now?
tracking.
Yeah, it's crazy. I tried it; it didn't happen at all. But just like
I'll show you how to do that.
can't wait. I'm gonna be
Don't worry.
sniping. I'm gonna be sniping people. Oh, that's lit.
I'm trying to get that. I'm trying to get like that. I still have like a awkward like feeling about like street photography right now. It's like you want to shoot people like, but you don't because you don't want to be like I don't know weird. I don't know,
I've
just
seen.
like in, just like pow, you'd be like catching a shot of somebody. Like I don't know.
Do you see that
Oh,
photographer that like would get in people's faces?
Right.
Yeah,
he's annoying.
that's wild. Like, with Flash
Timberland
too, he would
says,
just jump in front of him and just get a picture.
yeah.
Mm.
I couldn't do that.
Ruben says, shoot more. Best motto.
Yeah. Hey,
Hey, that's with anything. You just
def-
got to keep doing it.
definitely,
And Temple is
definitely.
in says, learn the rules, but also fuck the rules. Fuck the
You
rules.
gotta learn the rules before you break them, though.
Yeah.
Definitely learn the rules, and then you can say screw them.
Yeah,
Mm.
very true.
That's
Very
very
true.
true. What was my question again? Yeah. So, how has your style evolved throughout the years?
Um, I definitely become more versatile. Um, I've learned how to do a lot of different techniques that I never had any idea about how to do before. Um, yeah, like I said, like our friends, they're great teachers. Preston showed me how to do panning shots. You know, um, David inspires me because he has this crazy way of like looking at like the most ridiculous things,
Mm-hmm.
crazy reflections in his image.
Well,
It's just like, how the hell do you see that?
yep.
You know, um, Jeff is a phenomenal photographer. You know, um, Becky has some really good ideas. Thiago has great ideas. There's beautiful people all around us.
It's
Jono is like, wow.
yeah.
You don't know
And
wild.
Yeah.
Chie, Tokyo, oh my God, her
How's
Yeah.
her
that?
her on are just like wow.
Mm,
You know, he knows lighting.
Yeah.
She's just like she's got so much talent. You know, Dennis is amazing.
mm. Dennis is great.
The other Tokyo, he's amazing.
Mm,
Christian is amazing. There's just so many cool people around us. And like I learn from all of them.
yeah.
I'm learning from everybody.
Mm,
Lindsay's phenomenal.
yeah.
You know, I learn from everybody.
That's the biggest thing. That's why I love the events. That's why I love
Yeah,
the events.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is you got all these amazing people in one room,
Right.
and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Everybody's vibing. Yeah.
Everyone's vibing.
Everybody.
Everyone's helping each other. Everyone's coming up with ideas, saying, "Oh no, let's move this light here. Let's do this
Right.
different." And it's just like it's awesome.
Yeah.
mm.
I was telling the Fox. We actually just seen the pictures. We talked about it last podcast. Where Jono had the glass and he was spraying water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Luna just posted those
Oh
uh,
yeah, yeah.
on hers, and I was like saying, I just want to know because I looked over when I was outside. I was like, what is going on over there?
Right.
And I
Right.
finally got to see what he turned out. It was just awesome. I just love the creativeness with everybody. Honestly, it's my favorite part.
Temple of Zen says
Sure.
mastering lighting is the ultimate journey. That's why cinematography is my passion. You master
Oh,
light, and your work is unforgettable.
Yeah,
nice.
Very true.
yeah,
Yeah, that's so true. So
Very
true.
true.
yeah.
That's why I've been buying lights. The last year, I haven't bought a camera. I haven't
Mm,
even bought a.
mm,
I'm just buying lights and
Mm-hmm.
mm.
like playing with lights. That is 100% true, and at least in my opinion.
Yeah. Who put me aside?
Say what?
Someone pulled me aside, and we had a whole lesson on light.
Mm.
Damn, what's his name?
Yeah,
No, it was starts with an M. My mind's blanking right now. How could I forget his name? He's the funniest person. Mateo. Damn,
Mateo.
Mateo. My
um,
mind blanked for a second. Yeah, Mateo pulled me
yeah,
aside. Um,
Yeah.
and he had like a whole lesson on how he didn't shoot in color so he could learn light. Um, which yeah, even I think Fox, you were telling me the other day you might just start doing that just to.
Yeah, I'm really hard thinking about just having like all my like just taking all a lot of street photography and just doing all black and white and then just learning that way because it really does when you're only
film,
worried about waiting by.
film.
Oh,
It goes back to film.
it
It all
does go
goes
back.
Dude,
back to
on black
film.
and white
Uh,
film.
uh,
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 we might. I might have to
um,
look into it. I might have to look into it.
yeah, Tibbleton says, yeah, lights equal paintbrushes. Completely agree.
You've
Yeah,
got
yeah,
some amazing people watching your
Yeah,
podcast.
that is very
They
true.
know what's up. They know what's up.
yeah, yeah.
That
I
is.
like this audience.
Me too. Me too. They got some
They,
good
they
stuff
got
today.
the
You got great people. You got great people in attendance.
Yeah.
for real. They know what's up. I
Mm.
love it.
So we
So,
got.
what's something about your process or like how you go about about like your edits and stuff that most people wouldn't expect?
Um, my process. My process starts with lighting, and I just like to get very experimental. You know, I kind of have a framework of some kind of thing that I want to do, but I'll start like fleshing it out when I'm actually doing it and looking at different things and oh, that looks good. Let's go with that. I like
Right,
that.
right. Mm,
I've had a lot of projects I've done. I think have turned out really well when I did it that way. When it's a little more organic. You know what I mean? Where it's not like everything planned out. You know, to the
right,
T.
right, right,
You know,
right,
I feel like yeah, it has to be kind of organic.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
right.
When it comes to say someone that is looking to get their first light, what is something you recommend for someone that's like, oh, I'm interested. I'm getting kind of serious in photography. I want to get my first light.
Get something that you can
Mm,
get something that you can afford. If and by that I don't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay. Say you can afford, a $900 light, right? Okay, you got $900 spent on a light. You spend $900 on your light. Do you have money left over to do anything else?
no,
No.
Nope.
You can't get a diffuser. How about it? Then you can't afford that $900 light.
Mm.
You know, bring it down a little bit. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? If you can spend $100 and then you have money left over for anything else you may end up needing to use with that light. Okay, you know what I mean. Like that's where you kind of need to be. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So don't go too overboard. You know what I mean? Because there's always going to be other stuff you need with it. stands and flags and you know softbox or something.
Yeah.
There's always going to be something that you need with it. So you know keep it down a little bit.
That
You
is
Right.
know what I
very
mean?
true. Because it all adds up.
Get your
It really all adds up.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
true.
know, I definitely wouldn't get the 1200-watt light. Coming right out the gate. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Stay down there in the 60, the 80, 60, 100-watt range. You know what I mean? Get something cheap, really cheap. Leave yourself with money left over to like get other stuff.
you're right.
Yeah, that's the thing
You know,
is you never know what's gonna come up, and when you're doing things like this, is
Yeah. Oh
something
yeah.
can break, or you might have a project you just really
maybe
want to do.
maybe you're not gonna like that type of lighting.
True.
You know what I mean? Maybe you're gonna spend. Don't spend $600 or $700 on a strobe to find out. Well, I really kind of like shooting with constant light instead.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Now that said, when you start to get a little more serious and you kind of know what you want to do, then give yourself room to grow into something. You know what I mean? Um, get something that you know that you think you're going to be using, a year from now.
You're right.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Don't
I think that's
don't
a
end
big
up
lesson
like
you taught me is when I'm asking you questions, you're like, don't just buy something because it's cheaper, or if you're gonna you buy it, you don't gotta go all out, but buy something you're definitely gonna be able to use more than once.
Right.
Something
something
that's
that
gonna be
you're
more.
not something like 6 months from now. Like I don't really need this anymore. You kind of outgrown it. You know what I mean?
Mm,
And then like you got to throw it away or it just sits on the side or
Mm,
you know what I mean, like you got to sell it to somebody cheap just to get something back.
yeah,
you know when you get a little more serious, try and avoid that kind of thing. You're just coming right out the gate, you're not really sure what you're doing. Just get something cheap to kind of play with and have fun with. You know what I mean? Kind of
right.
see what you like to do, what works with you.
Mm,
um then after that, buy once, cry once. Buy once, cry once. Get
buy
something
once, cry once. Yeah,
get something good quality that's not going to break. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
yeah. As
You
long
know,
as you
you
take care of it.
yeah, and
Simple.
something that you're gonna be rocking with for a while. Not something that's you know what, I'm really not so into these constant lights. You know, this RGB thing isn't really my thing. Maybe I want to shoot in black and white, so maybe I should just go with the bicolor lights. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Like, you know,
Right.
kind of know what you're gonna be. Get some idea of what you kind of want to do.
Yeah.
You know,
Simple
These right
plan
here are my
says,
starter lights.
uh,
and stuff like that. What's that?
I said
it's a
these right
typical
here.
plan
Oh,
says,
good.
that's true. Try renting out the gear you want to buy as well.
Yeah, that is true. That's a big thing here in Japan, right? I've heard is renting gear.
Renting gear, yeah,
Yeah, if you can rent stuff, yeah, rent it and try it out first.
yeah,
You
Yeah,
know,
it's a good option.
Definitely. If you
yeah,
you want to shoot like with 600-watt strobes, rent one a couple of
yeah.
times.
Rent one a couple times, yeah,
If you got the means to do it and you know where to got the hookup for it, yeah, definitely for
right.
sure. Or borrow
Yeah,
from friends.
borrow, yeah, yeah,
I'm
That's
borrowing one
why
of your
that's why
lights right now.
I got a strobe light.
Yep.
I'm like, you want to get into strobes here? I'm not using this one.
Yep, I got the
There you
that's
go.
setup right
dope.
now.
That's dope.
Yep, super sick. Appreciate you. I honestly like. It's hard for me to fit it in here in my home studio, so I definitely got to bring it over to Osaka and use it over at Fox's. That thing takes up my whole studio. I'm not working with much here, but I'm working with a little bit. Um,
Light,
Working with what I have.
400 watts, is a lot of power,
Yeah, yeah,
a lot of pop.
yeah.
But the good thing about it is you don't have to use it, at 100%. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? You can. use it at 25%, but it recycles faster.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Recycles quickly, so you can just be like pop, 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 pop.
yeah,
That's the cool thing about it.
yeah. It's a really really nice light. Really nice light. I appreciate it. Um, where we at? An hour and a half. Um, I I think we hit a lot. We hit a lot. I'm not gonna make. Yeah, I think we hit a lot. Okay,
Well,
so
so can you edit?
do you
Well,
want?
you're on your phone right now.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say nothing.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I completely
We should do. We should. You know what we should do? It will. We'll
mm,
have a video editing with Alan.
editing with Alan.
Editing
Yes.
with Alan. We should do that, and once we get his computer set up, that way we can do it that way. 'Cause I think we should have an editing
Good.
with Alan.
Wait a
Okay.
minute.
We can open up for questions. Open up for
Yeah.
questions.
Okay. Cool. Temple of Zen has a question. Question for Mr. Goodbar. What's your most comfortable focal length, and what focal length is the most challenging?
Mm.
Most challenging. Mm, Definitely ultra wides would be the most challenging. Because I primarily shoot portraits, so you get into like distortion, with people's bodies and faces, and you got to watch that, and like you can't have things looking too crazy, So definitely the wider focal lengths for what I shoot, what I like to shoot is a bit of a challenge. Now, when I'm doing street, things like that, oh, ultra wide is no problem. But I really like to shoot like portraits, so that is kind of like that would be harder. Um, I prefer shooting like 80 millimeter, 70 millimeter. Just portraits. Up to 110. I like doing macro too. Macro portraits are a lot of fun.
I want to try that after seeing.
Highly recommended.
Macro.
Yeah.
Highly recommended.
Hmm. Macro being what? Like, what is considered macro?
1-to-1 ratio. Um, 1-to-1 magnification ratio would be macro. There's a lot of like 0.5-to-1, which is really
Hmm.
close, but not macro. It's not like true macro.
Hmm,
But yeah, I got a macro lens for almost every camera that I got.
really.
Hmm.
So,
Um, we open up to the chat. If you guys have any questions for the man himself, feel free to ask.
Come on,
Ask
come
away.
on! I like
Ask
that audience.
away.
I like it, man.
yeah.
I'm glad we started this.
Hey,
I'm really excited for what this holds. Um,
dude, thank you for having me.
of course, we're glad you came.
Yeah,
Glad
we're
you came
like
on the show. Um,
getting dropping gems on us.
yeah,
Uh,
killing it. Just give him a
yeah,
few.
David Banke, like this guy's insane.
Question. Come on, come on.
Ask the
Questions, yeah.
questions. Give him another minute or so.
Temple of Zen says that group is super cool. Yeah, the photography group.
Which one?
The good what's the good room one? Yeah, good room.
Some good people,
Amazing
nice folks,
people. Amazing people.
all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the coolest thing about it is it kills me though when I try to sleep because Good Room's blowing up at 1 a.m.
Right. Ruben R 1014 says on camera flash or continuous light.
Um, Off camera, I prefer off camera flash. I don't like shooting with flash camera. Um, I I definitely I use flash more, but the continuous lighting is becoming more and more attractive, especially since I like to shoot film. I mean, I can use strobe with film, but it's nice using continuous lighting.
Yeah, I love
Ain't gonna
continuous.
lie, nice using continuous lighting.
Yeah.
Boy, you were so brave. Strobe with
You
film.
Yeah.
Oh,
the first one to do it. That's the way it's been done.
uh,
Since they made strobes, what 70?
yeah, yeah. That
Yes.
is you have to have the perfect timing. What?
No, you just need a light meter. That's all
A
you
light
need.
meter? A
I
light
use
meter? Mm. What does that do? I'm completely clueless to.
and you just measure the light, the light you have with it, and it'll tell you exactly what f-stop and what shutter speed to use, and
Oh
you just
shit!
put it into your camera.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
that's all it is. And ta-da, light meter.
Hmm. How
So,
long? How much does that run you?
This cost me what 40,000 yen, yonman.
Oh wow. Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
it's about what, $300?
on it you
Mm-hmm.
can oh, comes out or measure it like this way
Mm-hmm.
and press the button, put in your ISO. Let's say I'm shooting at 800 ISO in my room right now. I want to shoot at 1.8. My shutter speed has to be 160
Hmm.
Oh shit!
to get a proper exposure where everything hitting the light would be middle gray, you know, right
Damn.
here.
Might have to
Yeah.
pick one of those up.
I
I
see them
use
all the
them.
time.
I use it all the time, whether I'm shooting film or digital. I would check the
Mm-hmm.
lighting,
Mm-hmm.
and then what your image is going to look like. It's
Before.
not magic. It's,
Mm-hmm.
you got the tools to tell you what it's
Right.
going to look
Right.
like.
Right.
You know,
Temple of
so
Zen says also those are vital for filmmaking.
mm, light meters, oh, definitely, definitely. So yeah, I use that all the time.
Those
You
are
know,
dope.
It's definitely a
back in
good
the
tool
day,
to
that
have.
I had no choice. you
Mm,
know, that's what you
mm,
had to rock with. So yeah, that's why I learned how to use a light meter.
That's dope. You got
oh
so
yeah.
much. We got so much to learn, Fox. We have so much to learn on our journey here.
My
I
God.
got so much to learn. Everybody's got to learn.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Blowing my mind with this. With like
Ruben says, "Wait until you figure out your digital camera's histogram."
uh
That's the light balance, right?
it's like it's like yeah, basically. It's like if it's too dark, it's gonna be you're gonna have all the shit over to the yeah.
That
Just shit from his yeah, from his light
The
meter.
the original histogram.
Yeah.
got it there. You got it there.
But
But yeah, I think that
is that
was.
let's trying to wrap it up?
Yeah, I think we're good. I think that was.
It's
It
getting
was
kinda
awesome.
late, yeah.
Yeah, for all of us. All of us are gonna
Ooh,
be
it's
up
gonna
early.
get up in the early, yeah, get up early. Thank you for coming on. Shout out your socials, man. What do you
Yeah,
want people to
let's
follow
pull
you
it
on?
up. Let's pull it up. I'll pull up the
At
Instagram right now.
underscore good bar underscore double
Yes.
underscore
Make sure you show him some
front.
love. Show him some
Yeah,
love.
that's on
Come on,
Instagram.
let's
Amazing
connect.
photographer. Loves
Get down
connecting.
doing.
Yeah, make sure you guys give him a
Yeah,
follow. Amazing work. Talented
absolutely
photographer.
amazing.
Awesome guy.
I
Uh, It's been a pleasure, absolute pleasure.
Thank
Thank you for coming
Thank you for
on.
joining us. Yeah, thank
We
you
you.
will
very much.
definitely talk. One, you know, good room. Of course, we got to get that event going, and then two, we're gonna have editing with Alan.
Definitely gotta do that.
Editing with Alan. He silently agreed to it.
And be like, he don't know what the hell he doing. I'm better than that. All I do is
He
just
only
like,
uses filters.
all I do is just mask, dodge, burn.
It's so simple things like I didn't even know about it. Fox had to literally sit there and teach me how to use dodge, burn, heal. He sat there and taught me how to use all that. Uh,
That's it. That's all I do.
but it's like it's those little things that can and turn a picture to something even more insane. Just little things.
Yeah,
Make sure the shadows are clean. That there's no red or blue or whatever in it. You know, I hate that. Clean shadows. Please.
Clean shadows.
Clean shadows.
So we got your socials out. Like we said, make sure you show him some love. He deserves it. He deserves it.
definitely.
Thank you. Thank you.
But for all those watching, all those who watched, and thank you guys. Thank you for all the comments.
Oh man, the audience.
Yes, we got a
Yeah.
W audience today. Uh,
W audience.
W audience. We
We
appreciate
get
you
the
guys.
Audience is so dope.
Yeah, it was sick. It was sick. I can't wait as it gets bigger too.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, those people know what's up. I'm impressed.
yeah,
I'm
Mm,
impressed.
mm,
People listening, they know what's up.
yeah,
It's really cool.
yeah. Hopefully, you guys get to meet Tipple Zen at the next event. He should be DJing apparently. So.
yeah.
That the
Let's do
blessing
it.
definitely would
So
be a
fun.
blessing.
Yeah,
Uh,
we'll definitely we'll definitely have to talk about that one. That'd be sick.
yeah.
Just have people go give song requests when they want to switch it up, so they don't gotta listen to us play rap all day.
You know,
But
there's different genres of rap,
gotta
a
switch it up.
variety in rap.
Right.
It's
uh,
all like mumble rappers. Like
yeah,
trap nonstop for 6 hours. It's like
yeah.
I feel my age now.
We'll
We
do
blame
better.
Tony.
We'll do
We
better.
blame Tony.
Can I get a little Nas? Can I get a little Common? Can I have at least some Kendrick?
Yeah, at least some Kendrick.
At
At least
least.
Kendrick.
but hell yeah, that was dope. Thank you again, Alan.
Yeah, thank you.
Stay tuned. We'll be back on Wednesday with Tony. Tony will be our next guest on the pod.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah,
Appreciate you guys. Thank you
hell
so
yeah.
much.
Man, we
Thank
I
you.
had a
appreciate
great
Thank
it.
you. Nice. All right. Thank you
see you.
guys
Yeah,
for watching. See
thank
ya on the
you.
next one.
Peace.
Peace.
Ballhead Slim out.
Cool.